Peace. It is none other than the Uncle at Uncle Brish 30, Twitter. Come holler at me, check my reviews. Um, as stated, I had to come to you with that. Sorry for the wait, too. Um, Lil Wayne. This is the review a lot of you been waiting for. It was really interesting to see, first off, how long it took for the download to be available on DatPiff and available on live mixtapes or um, uh, mixtape monkey. Um, but it took a while. It took a few hours. I was waiting for it. Just curious to see, what my man was going to talk about. Everybody knows about the little split up or break up or whatever you call it between him and Baby. And he talks about it, which is really, really interesting. Just to see their plight. Wayne has been around, recording there probably since he was about 11 or 12. With True Story with BG, that's where it all began. I used to follow him back in the day before anybody was even listening to Wayne and the Hot Boys. But just to see how he hung in there and stayed with Baby for a long time, longer than a lot of people expected him to. Juvie Jump Ship, BG Jump Ship. Turk just came home, released a couple mixtapes, but still really not on there. Mystical got on there. Jump Ship. Wayne had an opportunity to make his own label. Calling Baby his father. So it's kind of interesting to see how that marriage is actually a divorce now. And Wayne talks about it. On Sorry for the Wait too. I listened to it. I'm gonna be honest, maybe about three and a half times. Kind of didn't make it through the whole thing. One thing for the last, I would say, the fourth time, I didn't make it through the whole thing. But I have a thing with MCs or artists that even on a mixtape is when they use other people's beats. But for the most part, Wayne has held his own on people's tracks. He always good with the wordplay. And especially when you got Drake on there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Nicki on there. But he got Mac Main on there. He got 2 Chainz. So let's just get right into it. Talk long enough. Coco, which people made parodies of, OT Genesis. Somebody told me the other day they mad that I even know his name. But in any case, it's been parodies about it. But he actually takes the beat and he does a really, really good job on breaking down the breakup with Baby. One thing he does do is apologize constantly to the fans for waiting, which we really, really appreciate. Sorry for the wait, sorry for the wait. That's all he says. But he has a couple of lines in there that are really, really interesting. Where he says something like Birdman Jr. no more. I'm the ugly duckling. He says all he got is young money, no more cash money. So, it's just certain little things that he says that shows his separation from Baby. Of course, you see the album cover. It's his arm with the handcuff. One handcuff still on and the other handcuff still, it's loose. It's broken. So basically, he's showing his detachment from Cash Money, which is very, very interesting. So, he has 2 Chainz on it, which I really, I'm not a huge 2 Chainz fan, but 2 Chainz is on there. And he has Drake on there, track called Used To, which is a really, really tough track. He has a song on there with Chanel SNL, called Admitted. It's a really good track. He did Drunken Love over with Christina Milian. He did No Tight. And that's where it gets me. And everybody did Hot Nigga. Like I'm sick of Hot Nigga. Excuse me. I'm tired of it. Everybody and their grandmom did it. So no disrespect to my man Bobby Shmurda, who's facing God knows what, but everybody did Hot Nigga. And when you run something in a hole like that, it kind of gets ran down. He actually did something. He did Dreams and Nightmares too, which was really interesting. Because Meek Mill actually did a really good job on that song. Um, and Wayne, I can't say that Wayne did um, did it better than him because he didn't. Meek Mill actually destroys that song, but um, he did a good job, and that's like the last track on the album. But all in all, on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being horrible, I would give this probably like a 3.5 on an Uncle Briss rating. I'm really tough. It's just the beats that everybody used so far. Oh, one other track that really stood out to me was Trap House. Trap House is banging. He kills it. But yeah, so I mean, sorry for the wait. It's a good download. To keep us waiting for the Carter 5 whenever it comes. Hopefully it does come. And I'm sure that's going to be a good body of work. But it's a good mixtape. I suggest, you download it, you listen to it, give it a couple tries. But if you like me, you're a real hip hop head, the rerun beats kind of get to you after a while. But shout out to Wayne, shout out to Young Money. I wish everything works out for him. I wish him the best. Um, you know, and it took some time, but he's showing that he's a grown man now, and he off of there. So all I can say is peace. Stay tuned, Uncle Briss.